Well, we're friggin' back. What?
Yeah, I guess it feels longer because we did 2 so close together or whatever.
Well, we didn't even do 2. We did 1, and
the video thing. That's right. The live stream video.
And like, we're totally like not in the same place anymore.
Oh, you mean geographically?
Yeah, we're just not like geographically in the same location anymore, and it's really sad, actually.
It is. I've been like working and stuff. I'm just tired. I have emotions. I just don't feel any of them right now. It's been a long week. I feel like I still haven't gotten any sleep. Like I'm just tired all the time now. It sucks. But I'll get back to it. Like we were supposed to do this like an hour ago, and then I fell asleep.
She did.
So, but here I am, half awake at least, which is about how I felt watching most of the wrestling this week.
Literally, I can't say I hated everything, but I think I did hate about just about everything. But is that any different than usual?
No,
it's not. But like, yeah, it's not any different. So let's start with oh God, do I need to say it?
What?
The premiere of Smackdown on Fox.
That happened when I was in the air.
It did. And it started out really well. Like, it was actually really good. Like the first hour.
The stage was nice.
They had pyro. The Rock came out.
It helped get Becky over, not that she needed it. And Baron held his own.
And then, after a little while, we got the Firefly Funhouse where Ramblin' Rabbit decided to cosplay as Seth Rollins. And then he died again. Because he dies all the time. Literally all the time. And then we got, what else did we get? We got just a bunch of shit. We just got a bunch of shit, guys. And then it just got really bad.
I also saw bits and pieces of that because, like I said, I was like flying when it came on. And so I didn't see all of it, but I'm trying to remember what people like. I kept trying to like check Twitter and stuff to see what people were like pissed off about. I'm trying to remember what all it was. But like, yeah, like as I kept checking Twitter, like it progressively got worse.
It did. It honestly just felt like, oh, hey, like everything. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna start really good, and it got really bad, and then really bad, and then really bad, and then the end, where Brock and Kofi had their match, and
Kofi, oh yeah, that's right. The internet exploded. They were
I was
threatening shit.
I was pausing for dramatic effect. And Kofi Kofi lost. I'm not laughing at Kofi, guys. Jen just sent me something and
Take a break. Pause. Take a break.
Anyway, okay, back to Kofi. Now that I just got that out of my system. So Kofi lost, which I was not surprised. But how they did it, I was like, really? Like, fucking really? It was 9 seconds long. And Kofi literally like ran and jumped into Brock's arms like Dirty Dancing. And then it was over. And then lame Tame Velasquez came out. Oh wait, his name's Kane. Sorry, got that wrong. He came out and did some fucking bullshit. And yeah,
That does not bother me nearly as bad as the whole Braun thing, which to me is stupid. It makes a lot less sense. At least his backstory with the Lesnar situation. There's a backstory. Who the fuck is the other guy? I have no clue.
A homophobe. That's what he's a fucking homophobe who's got 37 billion kids.
The one wrestling Braun?
Yeah.
Well, what is he? Is he a boxer?
Like a boxer guy who can't keep it in his pants, obviously.
You mean a man?
What?
Men can't keep it in their pants.
Well, I think he just has 11 billion kids with one lady, but yeah.
No
anyway,
out there, a lot of women can't keep things in their pants either. So
they're like the fucking Duggars, okay? He's a fucking Duggar, but a boxer.
I don't even know who he is. At least I knew who Kane was. I had no idea who.
Well, they're irrelevant. Kane's irrelevant because he was in MMA, and if you're from MMA and you didn't pay your dues, you're irrelevant.
Well, he beat Brock.
Well, guess what? You're still irrelevant.
Brock the scar on his face, apparently.
Well, guess what? Brock looked like he aged 20 years in a week, so I don't know how that happened.
I don't know.
Like, when we saw him on Raw, I was like, wow, Brock is looking real well. And then this week, I'm like, what the fuck happened to you, Brock? You aged 20 years.
He missed the facial that Jericho got. That's all. Like,
literally, he looked, I was like, bro, did you, like, not... what happened? What happened? Because, bro, you aged 20 years in like a week. Like, if you missed your Botox appointment, stop missing your Botox appointment. Like, did he not get his peel? Because
apparently not.
Fuck, he's not even that old. I'm like, he looks 70. What happened? Like,
I don't know.
70. I don't know. And then, Braun and some, like, the Duggar Boxer guy. Yeah, that's his new name. Duggar Boxer guy are, like, gonna do some shit at Saudi Blood Money Jewel Crown in the desert. And,
well, that's what I'm saying. I don't care about them.
Yeah. Like, I don't care about either. I don't care.
I care more about the Brock thing than I do the Braun thing.
Because you want to blow Brock if he kept his pants on.
I didn't say blow him.
Well, that's why I said you care more. Because, like, okay, well, not blow him, but you'd fuck him if he kept his pants on.
I think it might be somewhat entertaining because this is somebody they can present as someone that's not just going to lay down for Brock Lesnar.
You know what would be entertaining? Telling a story with people who paid their dues in the world of professional
Nikki,
wrestling.
that's not the way it works. Okay, money sells. Big names sell. Money sells. We may not always like it, but you know what? There's going to be a match or two everywhere that's going to be like that. So that's what this match is. This is the guy over in wherever it is wanting these two MMA guys to have this fight. And personally, I think it's better than having, I don't know, Kofi and Brock over there and have it last like a minute.
Well, guess what?
What?
Personally, I'd rather go watch Jericho versus
Fuck that shit. No.
Tana. I'd rather go watch that because guess what? They are at least professional wrestlers.
I don't want to watch Jericho do anything.
Professional wrestlers.
I don't want to go watch Jericho do anything.
Well, guess what?
Technically, Brock is a professional wrestler.
Well, lame, tame, whatever the fuck his name is, ain't dick. He ain't dick. He had one match with Cody, which I think that fucking Pharaoh's had more matches than tame, lame, whatever the fuck
It
his
wasn't
name.
that bad, though. Did you watch it? I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I didn't watch it.
I pulled it up and watched it.
Why am I watching it? I'm not going to watch it.
Research.
You know what? No, I'm not watching it.
Why? It's research.
Research on some MMA douchebag? No, I'm good.
Okay,
guys, I don't know if you realized.
Okay.
I don't know if you realized I don't like MMA. MMA, it's like.
I love turning on MMA and leaving it on and watching it. I like watching
gross.
it.
It's nasty.
Why?
Like, no.
Why?
Okay, you know what? They're good if they stay in their own lane. Stay in your own lane. Don't come into my lane.
Don't say I don't like MMA. You say I don't like MMA fighters that come to WWE.
Here you go. I don't like MMA, but here's the thing. I don't mind it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to go search it out. I'm not going to go protest it. You stay in your lane. Go do your own shit. But you know what? Don't come into my lane. If I'm on the freeway, don't come into my lane. You stay in your lane. I stay in my lane. We're happy.
Oh, good Lord. That's not how any of this works. You realize that, right? There has to be celebrities brought into all the... There has to be cross-promotion places. That's just the way money works.
Well, you know what? Apparently, UFC's ratings are tanking, so I don't know.
There you go.
Who's getting anything here? Nobody's getting dick. I'm not seeing any.
The Prince is getting it.
Well, you know what? The Prince just murdered like 34 more people, so I don't know why we're trusting him.
I'm not saying I want him to be happy. I'm just saying that's...
And you know what? I bet he just drafted Yokozuna from beyond the fucking grave, so, you know...
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's the guy who fucking wanted, like, dead superstars over there, so, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we talked about that, Jen.
We probably did.
We did.
Meanwhile, I'm just over here trying to do my research, and
I have no comment about.
I get no credit for it whatsoever. Trying to look it up.
I have no comment about this research. No comment. You know what I'm gonna say. You don't want to hear it, but you know what I'm gonna say. And mind you, I do a lot of research. I have a lot of research that we don't even talk about on this show. You know why? Because Jen don't research it too.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so that show was like a clusterfuck, even though the first like hour was good.
Okay.
Next. Raw. What in the fuck happened there?
No, not Raw. Hell in a Cell first, right?
Yeah. That's right.
When the internet really broke.
That's when shit got really bad. You know what? I think in my mind, I was just like, I like blocked. Like, it was so bad that mentally I was like, nope. That never happened. It did. I guess it did. There was only one match on that whole entire card that I liked.
I didn't think any of it was really that bad. Like, it wasn't great. It wasn't like, oh my God, right? Tell somebody about this match.
There was one that I liked.
Well, yeah, the women's match was good.
That was it. I mean, wow, that is a good Hell in a Cell for a woman.
But for a lot of people, like, having to be thrown together last minute to do matches, I didn't think it was that bad. That's just my opinion. I didn't say it was great.
Guys.
It wasn't that bad.
It was a clusterfuck. Let's put it that way.
But what really upset everybody was the end.
Oh God, the end.
People were canceling their subscriptions, even though I still see some of those same people tweeting about it. But, they were canceling their subscriptions, boycott WWE, throwing down fake title belts in the middle of the road, throwing shit at Seth. Like, I don't know. It was just a mess.
They made Seth cry, I think.
I don't blame him.
Did you see when he walked out and that guy had the sign that says Seth Rollins is not cool and he's still tweeting about it?
Was that the guy that kept staring at him?
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, but like the best part is just the look on his face, and I'm like, he got to him. Yes. I'm sorry, but like I cannot fucking stand Seth Rollins. So the fact that like that little fucking dork could get to Seth Rollins and make him like tweet that he's not cool for a week. Like it's gonna be over a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is hilarious. Like, to me, it's incredibly funny. Like,
so what happened basically was, go ahead, tell us what happened.
So Seth comes out to his usual, bullshit. And like the crowd already wasn't like 100% behind Seth. Like,
well,
let's be real,
definitely not.
Yeah, the crowds have already been kind of like meh on Seth anyway. So Bray comes out, people are like really, really excited. And the match starts out, and it's actually starting out pretty good. Like, I enjoyed it. I was like, this is good. There's a lot of weapons. Things are good. Then all of a sudden, Bray just starts taking like 97 curb stomps. And I'm like, okay, are we going to try anything different? Like, literally, it's like curb stomp. And then he sits back up. And then curb stomp. And he sits back up. And then curb stomp. And I'm like, okay. All right. So then all of a sudden, like, Seth, like, quickly does a pedigree. Like, out of nowhere. And I'm like, all right. Well, it's different. It's not a curb stomp. Okay, I'll take it. Like, all right. And then, like, he does the pedigree. And then Bray gets back up. And then he puts Bray through a table. And Bray gets back up. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe they're doing like the Undertaker thing where like Taker like sits back up. Okay. Then he does another curb stomp and Bray's down. And he takes a steel chair and hits him right. Well, it may or may not have been on the head. We're still kind of iffy on the details on that one. And he's down. Then Seth gets a ladder and then puts the ladder. Okay, here we go, guys, because he starts building this thing. He takes the ladder.
Like mousetrap.
Yeah, it's like a mousetrap. And he takes the ladder. He puts Bray's head between the ladder. Like, he opens the ladder, puts Bray's head in between the ladder, takes the chair, and hits Bray's head between the ladder. And the ladder closes on Bray's head.
And I'm still not seeing a problem with any of this because I'm thinking, okay, like he's gonna like be able to combat this easily. Yeah.
Because he kicked out of he sat up from like 97 curb stomps and like a pedigree and going through the table and
that mallet thing.
Yeah. And so then like he's just laying there. Like just laying there.
Meanwhile, you guys, it's dark.
It's
like,
red.
They have like red lights on. It's dark.
Which I liked. I loved that.
Right, but like you can't exactly see exactly what's going on, especially if you were there. I'd be so pissed if I was there. I wouldn't be able to see anything. I'd be like,
actually, somebody from Busted Open said it looked really cool in person. Huh. Like it was really like you could see. So like he's just laying there. Just laying there.
Under the trash heap.
And then like Seth just gets up his chairs and just throws these chairs on him. And then hits the chair with the chair. just laying there. And so far we're timing this. It's about 4.5 minutes that he's just laying there. And I'm like, okay. Like, nobody's going for a pin. No, just nothing's happening. Okay. So then Seth gets a sledgehammer. Because, he's been laying there for 4.5 minutes. So why not get a sledgehammer? Right?
Right.
Because,
Natural progression.
Natural progression. You're not having to get the pin or anything. Just, get the sledgehammer.
Well, he's trying to kill him.
Yeah. Well. So then the ref doesn't say Seth. He goes, Colby, you're a good person. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and there's a moment where he's like, am I a good person? And I'm like
this is not supposed to be. What do you mean? Have mercy on this devil that you're beating down the middle of the ring. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
I'm sitting here going like, okay, so now we're at over 5 minutes where he's just laying there. Like, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, so if we're going the ref stoppage route or the no contest route, we would have called it by now, right?
Right.
Right. Because it's been over 5 minutes that he's just laying there. Just laying. Just bleh, like bleh, he's there. But so the ref sitting there, he goes, Colby, you're better than this. You're so much better than this. Colby, your soul. Don't let this happen. And I'm like, oh, you've got to be shitting me. And he's sitting there, and for a minute, you could tell he's like, I am a good person. And I'm like, this is some bullshit. What the fuck? And he hits him with the sledgehammer, and then guess what happens, guys?
It's too much.
It's too much.
Gone too far.
Not him laying there for almost 6 minutes. Nope. Not the 5 minutes and 40 seconds of him laying there.
Not the chairs.
Not the chairs. Not the mouse trap.
No. The sledgehammer, which Triple H has used many times.
Yeah. Not the fact that Mick Foley fell off the cell and then through the cell.
And his tooth went through his nose.
Through his nose. And
kept going.
Colby's soul.
That wasn't too much.
No. But the fact that Colby, his soul.
Because, we're supposed to really care about that, apparently.
I'm just sitting there like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
So yeah, so the ref stops it because it's gone too far.
It's gone too far, guys. But, Bray's laying there for almost 6 minutes, just,
chilling out.
Yeah, just taking a nap. And mind you, they're like, he might be dead. I'm like,
like, what?
Bitch, he's taking a nap.
The thing about it to me was not so much even that they did it. It was just that it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm like, so, I'm online going, they do realize, if you're going with the Fiend is satanic figure and all this, you can't kill what's already dead.
And you shouldn't be like, no, you're too good to try and hurt somebody.
Yeah. So then they have these paramedics rush out, and I'm like,
that was the stupidest part to me.
What? I'm like, wait, whoa. What? Yes, because in a horror movie, when
Jason or Mike Myers
or Freddy or any Pinhead, Chucky, when
anyone.
they die,
you want to give them first aid immediately.
Yeah, CPR.
Want to resuscitate them?
Definitely, you break out the defibrillator. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. There's no DNR when it comes to serial killers. None.
Really. When Dahmer's laying on the ground, I'm like, let's give him CPR.
You resuscitate that fucker.
Yeah. The Zodiac killer. Yeah, let's give him CPR. Really? I'm like, really? And then I'm sitting there going, okay. So if my knowledge of horror movies is right, which I watch a lot of horror movies. Usually the serial killer, the demonic being, whatever, sits up and you know, Adam's family, for instance. Wednesday says, if I wanted to kill my husband, I'd take pity on him. And guess what happens? Debbie's hand pops out of the grave, right? Well, guess what happens? Blowfucker sat straight up.
After all that shit.
You don't say. And they're like, oh my God, he sat straight up.
How did he survive all of that?
Somewhere Mick Foley's going,
so never mind in the midst of all of this. Like, I'm watching it and I'm kind of looking at my phone too. People are freaking out.
I'm texting Jen going, don't they know you can't kill what's already dead?
But the thing I mean is people totally overreacted. Yeah, it was stupid.
Like,
but people just like lost their shit, man.
Guys, I just got pissed off just because, like, if you're gonna do spooky, you need to be fucking, like, on board with this. Like, you need to get your shit straight. And what this showed me is you can't do spooky. So at this point, just kill Demon Finn, just kill Aleister Black, and kill the Fiend. Because you can't do the spooky. That's what it's telling me.
So, yeah, he made Seth bleed.
He made, yes, and that was the only good part.
Yeah,
and
he
then
fought off the paramedics.
He did, which they were like, oh no, and I'm like, really? And then Seth was like, how is he still alive? And then that ref who was like, Colby, your soul, was like, how is he still alive? And then Seth was on the ground choking. And then I was like, rip out his esophagus. And he didn't.
He ripped out his tongue a little bit, though.
Not enough.
There was blood. It was fake blood.
I wanted, like,
out of his mouth.
Like, I wanted where it was like, ha! Like, holding it up. Like.
Well, yeah, they can only do so much.
Props department. Come on. Yeah. And then, like, he disappeared and then showed up at the top of the ramp like nothing happened.
It's very odd. But people lost their shit. People were, like, booing and, like...
AEW.
Oh,
refunds.
Yeah.
I personally, I would have done the refund chant.
But internet was just beside themselves. Like, I was like, dude, it is not that serious. And people were just, like, freaking the fuck out. And I'm like...
Oh, God. But let me tell you, if you have Sirius XM on demand or you can listen to the Busted Open podcast, listen to some of the calls from Monday because, like, I agree with all of them. I agree with every sentiment these people have, but dear God, WWE, you done fucked up. Like, and the bad part is, like, they messed up. Like, they fucked up. And I don't know. Anyway, so then on Raw, they pretended like nothing happened.
Yeah, that's true.
For 2 hours and 26 minutes-ish. They were like, shh, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened. Raw? Yeah, we're on Raw. Hell in a Cell, that never happened. But Raw was terrible. Like, literally, Lana fucked Bobby Lashley.
Good for her.
Yeah. Sure.
She looks at BBC.
Yeah, she must. I mean, shit, if she likes that, fuck, free country. Good on you. I'm still very confused about that. Not her liking BBC, but, like, what the fuck is happening?
Why it happened.
Why this is happening. Not how they do it, but how this happened. Like, what's the backstory? Like,
what's the end game?
Yeah, what's the end game? How did this start? When was Lana like, you know what? I'm not happy with Rusev. I'm going to go fuck Lashley. Was she fucking Lashley the whole time?
Maybe.
Can I get some details? Like, I need some details here.
We'll get them, I think.
Yeah. So, that happened. And then you just get Baron and Randy on the outside again laughing like children. And Bray and Seth were not at Raw, at least on camera. Because guess what? They want you
People were like threatening them, weren't they? Or threatening Seth. Yeah.
Yeah. And all of the Seth fangirls were like, it's not his fault, guys. It's not its fault.
Well, it wasn't, but still.
It's not, I know, but like, I mean, I think people would have digested it better if he wasn't like the guy who's out there like, guys, WWE is the greatest company in the world, and we're the best wrestlers in the world, and fuck everybody else, and my name's Seth, and I'm amazing, and fuck you, Jon Moxley. I know we were best friends, but you're taking food off my table. I feel like people would have digested it better if he wasn't an insufferable prick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not a douche.
I get it.
Yeah, like if he was nice to his fans and like not a douchebag, maybe people would have been like, you know, he doesn't make these storylines. It's just he just goes with what happens. No, he's just a douchebag, and people are like, you know what? We hate him anyway. Just true, we do hate him. But yeah, anyway. I mean, there's not much to say about Raw except it was a shit show. There's just not much. And I feel like Raw, the reason it was such just like a shit show was because they had a lull between Hell in a Cell and the draft starting.
Plus, I think they were trying to figure out what to do because everybody was so pissed.
Yeah, they didn't want to rock the boat. So then Friday we got the draft. And you would think this company would have learned from Sunday where they make stupid decisions, but no, they make an even stupider decision. Jen?
They post the draft eligibility, and the draft goes exactly as it is in the list.
They spoiled their own draft.
They did.
And literally people found, like, after the first, like, they're like, okay, going to Raw, I don't even know the list anymore. I totally blanked out.
I saw it at one point.
I stopped paying attention. So they announced, like, the first 5 people. I don't remember the order, but I know it was Becky. And Becky's going to Raw. And then it was Roman to SmackDown. Bray to SmackDown.
Drew to Raw.
And then one more to Raw.
Sasha to SmackDown.
No.
It was Sasha, wasn't it?
Not in the first one, no.
Oh.
There was one more to Raw in that first one. Anyway, those were the first 4, I know. Here, let me look. Sorry, guys, we are not prepared.
I just pulled up their Twitter.
Here, I got it. WWE Draft Pool. Oh, the OC.
Oh, OC, yeah.
Yeah, to Raw. So those were the first 5. And I'm like, wait a second. That's the first 5 on the list. In the exact order.
Who knew?
And then, like, they start the next round. And it's the next person on the list. And I'm like, you fucking assholes. And then the internet caught on. And they're like, are you kidding me? So then Then, just wait, guys. There's like all the dirt sheets are like, don't worry, guys. They're going to change it up. So then, guess this is how they change it up, guys. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss are separated. They're two separate picks. They're not one pick, they're two. But they're on the same show, though. Same show. Just two separate picks. And Kevin Owens, he's drafted one pick up instead.
See, I didn't have as much of a problem with this as you, just because I didn't see the list. So, like
literally, I was running the Busted Open Discord draft, so I had, gone over the list a lot because I was running that draft, and I was like, this is bullshit. I don't even need to watch this show now. I already know what's happening. And then, the matches between the draft parts were terrible. And I'm like, well, this sucks. Well, apparently I wasn't the only one who thought so because it dropped 1 million viewers.
On SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah, it dropped 1 million viewers. So apparently we're not the only ones who thought so. So, well then, that's all I have to say.
I think part of that, though, is still the fallout from the Fiend thing.
Oh, yeah. That, and I think because The Rock's not on it. And then...
That, too.
Well, and people, I think, were mad, too, because they promised, on that Friday that Austin and Taker were going to be on there, and then they weren't on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
They had to rush that in, too.
They did. Hot mess. But there was a new show that started this week.
New show in town.
And I actually liked it. I enjoyed it.
It's very, very much a throwback.
It's very old school, and I really liked that.
That's good.
I feel like I'm an old lady.
No, it's good. It means you like the traditional stuff. It's good.
I do.
It means you don't want to watch people on skateboards and shit.
Okay, so I did watch 2...
Oh, no.
No. Just wait. I watched 2 matches of that. But I didn't watch the rest. You know why? Because I had other people watch it and tell me when it was on. They're like, Nikki, turn your TV on. And guess what 2 I watched?
What 2? Jimmy Havoc? Did he have one?
Jimmy Havoc versus Darby Allin. And Jimmy Havoc lost, and I got really upset and said he was robbed. And Mox versus Sean Spears, because we do like those 2. It's Mr. Peyton Royce and it's Mox. Otherwise, I didn't watch it.
Good.
So there you go. And I didn't even time it out, but I did see pictures of the Jericho faction thing, and I was like, this looks like a fucking mishmash of people, and Jack Swagger looks like a fucking zombie.
The Inner Circle.
Okay, well, guess what? I don't understand where the name came from. And they look like a fucking mishmash. Sammy Guevara looks like he was adopted by LAX. They look like they just had brought their little brother. And then Jack Swagger looks like he's seen some shit. And Jericho
held hostage.
Yeah, he looks like he's seen some shit. And LAX just looked like Jericho was like, hey, you want to come be in my gang? And that's not because, guys, I love LAX. That's not being strange or anything. That's Jericho just being fucking weird. Because he's fucking weird.
He is fucking weird.
See? And you know what? Here's the thing. LAX, they don't need this shit. They don't. They don't need this shit. Why are they doing this? I don't get it. Somebody answer this. Somebody tell me.
Because Cody is telling them all kinds of stuff.
Well, you know what? Fuck Cody.
I'm just saying that's what's happening.
You know what? That's our weekly fuck Cody of the podcast. I feel like once a week at least we're saying fuck Cody. Because fuck Cody. He's a dumbass. We hate him in this house.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. He's an asshole.
Pretty much.
So, yeah. But anyway, back to NWA, because it was a good show. I was very torn on the main event. Can I just say?
Where are you?
I was, because Tim Storm, he's a nice guy, and he's a grandpa and a school teacher. But we love Nick Aldis, because Mickey James is married to Nick Aldis, and he brought his little boy there, too.
And he's a very attractive man.
And he's a very attractive man. And he's British.
Hmm.
And he wears suits all the time. I mean,
Could you ask for more?
could you? Yeah. I just think that's strange. Like, I can't. Like, I just felt very torn, because they're like, if Tim Storm loses this match, he'll never be able to go for the NWA Championship again. And I'm like,
Well, that's not very nice.
that's not very nice. I'm like, he's a grandpa. Like, I'm just sitting there like, but that's a grandpa. How do you do that? He's a teacher. That's a teacher. He teaches children.
He's a teaching grandpa.
He's a teacher and a grandpa. How dare you? And then he talked about his mom. He said, Mama Storm. And I'm like, his mother's 94 years old. Jesus, people. And then, then he low-blowed Nick Aldis right in the dick. And then I was like, okay, well, Nick.
Then he's a bad grandpa.
I was like, well, then he's grandpa who breaks the rules, I guess.
Bad grandpa.
And then he lost the match anyway. And then I said, well, Tim Storm, you
shouldn't have broke the rules.
Shouldn't have broke the rules, for one. And two, I feel really bad because I met you at CWFAZ and you were a very nice man. And then you do shit like this, and now I don't know how to feel about you. What can I say, though? Jim Cornette on commentary is just distracting. I don't like it.
Because you don't like him.
Well, no, I don't. He's got very bad views. His views are terrible.
He said some rude things.
Like, here's what I don't understand. How can you be a liberal and a homophobe? I don't get it. Like, that's like, how? I don't understand that.
People contradict themselves all the time with stuff like that.
I know. I'm very confused. Like, I'm confused. Like, people ask that all the time, too. They're like, how? I don't know. Apparently, it's possible.
You pick and choose?
Yeah, I guess. You pick and choose. But can I just say the only story that I think is hilarious is that Dairy Queen story. And as much as I hate Jim Cornette, that is still, like, the funniest shit ever. Like, the Dairy Queen story will never, ever, ever not be funny to me.
But that's it. Nothing else.
But that's it. Nothing else. The Dairy Queen story will just forever be my story. All right.
Are you going to tell the story?
Well, no, they can find it. It's like infamous. If you don't know it, go look up a shooting. You would YouTube it. Literally, Jim Cornette Dairy Queen, you'll find it. It's like one of the most, like, told wrestling stories ever. You'll find it. Do. Anyway, so last week, we forgot to do something.
What?
We forgot to do Wrestling Husbands and Gold Star Winner.
Oh, Lord. We didn't have time to think about any of that shit. We had stuff to watch and criticize, and we had things to do. Can I just say that my number one husband this week is Samoa Joe for saying that to Renee? I love how he's keeping up a storyline that's been going on now for like
3 years, 2 years, 2, 1. However long.
And then people were getting pissed off because he said it, and I'm like, do you not remember this has been going on for like a long time? Like, people are so fucking sensitive. Samoa Joe doesn't have any titles. Samoa Joe should have titles. Shut the fuck up.
Samoa Joe's injured anyway. How is he gonna have a title when he's injured?
He should have all the titles, though.
Samoa Joe should have every title.
Should.
Samoa Joe could have the title of Jen's #1 wrestling husband this week.
He does. He has it.
Yes.
It's sealed. Done deal.
Done.
Him just making his presence known.
All right. Shall we start with my number 5 since Jen jumped all the way to number 1 without doing her entire list?
Sure.
Even though her list is usually very predictable.
It is.
It is. And my list is very predictable. Sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, my number 5 wrestling husband of the week is a guy who was missing during a typhoon for maybe a couple hours, but we found him and he's okay and he's going to be wrestling tonight. It's Jay White.
Thank God.
He's found and he's okay.
And he's amazing anyway.
And he's amazing. And he's doing good things. And
He's a good person.
He's a good person. And a good boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in Japan tonight, which I still can't believe they're putting the show on tonight, but okay.
The show must go on.
The show must go on, I guess, even though the dojo has taken on many, many inches of water and the ground level is flooded and Liger does not have a home now.
No.
I know. Liger and the young lions are out of a home. They live in the dojo.
Sad.
Yes. Very sad. Thoughts with everybody in Japan because shit went south. Like at one point they had like a tornado, a volcano, a cyclone. Like
is that a tornado?
They had a couple tornadoes.
Yeah, but isn't a tornado and a cyclone the same thing?
Well, one has to do with water.
Thought that was typhoon.
Yeah. Well, one of them, one was just like a legit like inland tornado, and one was like on the like coast.
Oh.
I just hit myself in the boob doing that. That was uncomfortable. Yeah, one was inland, one was not. Yeah, I'm still but then a volcano started to erupt too. So that's concerning.
Yeah.
And then a levee broke.
Sorry.
On top of all of that. And then the river by the Tokyo Dome started to flood too. I'm like, oh, well, what else?
And they expect people to show up for this show?
I guess. But apparently the sun's out now. And guess what? Okay, you want to hear how down the president of New Japan is? This is why he's better than Vince McMahon. He was at that dojo sweeping water and lifting up the floor and doing shit, like doing manual labor. Vince McMahon, would he be at the Performance Center doing any of that?
No.
Triple
H would.
Yes, he would.
Shawn would.
Vince is the president of the whole company, and he would not.
I know.
So, there you go. Snaps for the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Good for him.
That's really nice.
Yeah. He was there cleaning up. Trying to get... Because here's the thing, guys. If you didn't know, the dojo actually has a shit ton of, like, old New Japan memorabilia and shit. Yeah.
That's why.
Well, that wasn't the only reason that he was there, but, like, Tanahashi was there, too. So, I don't know about the memorabilia, but I think he was trying to help because, like, again, Liger lives there and the Young Lions, but I guess all the animals and the people who live there are okay.
That's good.
Because there are a lot of animals. They have pets. They have memorabilia. They have people. They have gym equipment.
But they're doing things.
They're But apparently all the animals and the people are okay. Property, probably not. But anyway.
We got animals and people.
Yeah, they're good. They are okay. But yeah, Jay White, they couldn't find him for a little bit, but they found him. He is okay. And I guess he's in Japan, from what I heard. And he's gonna be there. And he's gonna look good as always, I bet. Because when doesn't he look good?
It's true. Yes. I've yet to see it.
I know. I've yet to see it too. Even when he's like, just in his basketball shorts, like, oh, I just rolled out of bed. You're like, where? Next. Jen, you're number 5.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm just gonna. These are not gonna be in any order. They're gonna be as they come to me. Drew got drafted, and I'm very proud of him.
He got drafted high, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, Scottish Psycho Daddy.
He's making money moves.
He is.
He's
I
making
was very
money.
excited.
Yeah. He's making money moves. He got drafted before. You know who he got drafted before? Kevin Owens.
All right.
And Kevin Owens just got Shane McMahon fired. So, that's some money moves.
So yes, I will go with him because we haven't seen him lately.
We haven't. He's been out. He's been hurt. He's coming back. This is a good time. Good time to be Drew.
Good time to watch Drew.
Good time to watch.
Anytime's a good time to watch Drew.
So my next one is a whole group, and it's for the same reason because they got drafted very high, and it's the OC.
Yeah,
they got drafted number 2 in the entire draft.
It's pretty cool.
How in the hell?
They got plans for him.
I was shocked. I was shocked. Literally, when they said the OC, I was like, well, I know now that they were following the list, but before I realized that they were following the list, I was like, hey, look at that. And look at that. And then I know part of it's because AJ's with them, but you know what? Look at that. They're doing things, right?
They are.
And Carl got his pool and his 6 4-wheelers and his new Escalade, and doing things. Even though they lost on both shows. But we're not going to talk about that.
Nope.
Oh, and Carl got another tattoo. He got his kids' names on him.
I thought oh no, she did. She did.
Now he does too. And yeah. How exciting is that? It's very
Number 1 draft pick and tattoos.
Yeah, and Escalade and yeah. Good times. Jen?
Pete.
Oh, you know what? He's going to be making some money moves as well.
Mm-hmm. Have a feud with, what's his name, Daddy? Damian Priest?
I just keep calling him Punishment Martinez, but yes!
Well, that's what I want to call him, but
well, that is his name, but yes, Punishment Martinez.
Yes.
And he
I have a feud with him.
Hey, and he had an iconic line, too. You can't shoot your bow and arrow if I break your finger. Which is true, he can't.
And he will do that.
And he will. We've seen him do it. He is a very yeah. And hopefully between now and then he gets a haircut.
Gosh, I hope so.
And if not, we'll still root for him because we love Peter and we just want good things for him.
We do, but God, I wish he gets his haircut. It's terrible.
It is. Yeah. Maybe he's taking this whole natural living thing too seriously.
Could be. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh. All right. Next one is Finn Balor.
Yay!
Because the man is back and he's tattooed.
I don't like the tattoo though.
I don't like it, but it's happening. And it's bigger than both of us. And did you see him walk out? Did you?
Yeah, I was there.
I watched it 3 or 4 more times because I was just like, well. Apparently the time off did him some good because he's walking out looking like a sex on a stick. Even more than before, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to think that already.
Yeah. And then he comes out looking like that, and I'm like, how did you do that?
Married life is serving him well.
I guess.
And he was hanging out with Tama and Haku today.
I know. He's hanging out with Nikki's wrestling dad, Haku. Does that mean Tama and Loa are my brothers? That wouldn't be so bad. I wouldn't hate
what that means. Yeah,
I wouldn't hate that. You know, I that wouldn't be terrible. It wouldn't be terrible.
no, there's worse.
There's worse. There is definitely worse. But yeah, he's out there looking like sex on a stick and, you know, just living his life. Good for him. And you know he's probably out there, you know, getting laid.
Well, I would hope so.
Because he's married. So good for him. Jen?
Ciampa.
Good one.
Did I steal yours?
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, Daddy.
I was
Goldie Daddy's home.
I know. Literally that line, I was like, okay.
That's what dreams are made of right there.
Yep. Every girl just wishes her wrestling husband would say that. I'm just saying. I mean, if you can imagine, it's what dreams are made of. I mean, if we could get the copyright, we would totally use the Lizzie McGuire song. Because it is hot damn.
That's what big girls' dreams are made of.
Yeah, true that. Oh, Ciampa. Plus, he's looking good.
He is.
He is. He's looking good.
Whoops, sorry.
Whoopsie. All right. My number.
Oh, you know what? We don't need the Lizzie McGuire version. Just use Trisha Paytas.
Trisha! Wait, Trisha's is probably copyright.
I don't care.
Oh,
Sorry.
Trisha, you're so controversial.
She is, but
She
hey,
is.
she serves her purpose here. It's on. She's on Spotify. Shut up, Trisha.
Shut up, Trisha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ciampa saying daddy is what dreams are made of.
Yeah. I mean, I think we need more of that.
I think so.
I do. I mean, if any of our wrestling husbands on this list ever somehow stumble upon our podcast and hear this list and somehow ever, take note.
Well, Joe did.
Well, yeah, but
Joe said daddy.
I feel like Joe already knew that.
I feel like Mr. Mojo Rawley should probably refer to himself as a daddy in a video at some point. He's out here stripping for the masses.
He's out here grinding his dick in women's faces with his pants open. I'm by the looks of it. Girl, in one more weekend, he's going to have his pants off. So,
well, there you go.
And if that's the case, we're going to need some ones. Or fives. I mean, if we want to be very generous, we could do fives.
I think fives.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. That would be like, yeah. All right. That's our honorable mention. Mojo Rawley being a stripper. Because I feel like that's his calling. You know? Like, if wrestling ever doesn't work out, and, you know, he doesn't want to use that master's degree and go be a stockbroker, you know, because he likes to have a good time. Maybe he does, you know, the stripping thing. You know, Magic Mike and Chippendales would love to have him, I bet. If
Oh,
they have
yeah.
Vinny from Jersey Shore, they'd have Mojo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Vinny did full naked.
Really?
Well, he had the sock on, but yeah. Girl. Like he had like full ass out and was like in this like shower thing. They showed it on Jersey Shore too. They just blurred the
Sock?
well, they just blurred the, you could tell you got the gist of it. I mean, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But hey, I mean, Vinny's hot, so I'd go see it. Wouldn't you go see it? I'd go see it.
I always liked Vinny the best. Out of
I
all
thought
the
he was
guys.
I thought he was like the hottest.
I don't know if I ever thought he was exactly the hottest, but I liked him the
I thought he
best.
was the hottest. He was more my type out of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Paulie was fun though. Paulie was a fun one.
Yeah, he was just a little bit too. He acted ditzy. I don't think he really is, but he acted ditzy.
No. Anyway, my number 2 wrestling husband of the week is a man who I think is an attractive man, not necessarily one that I would, marry or anything like that, but he made this list just for the sheer fact that he almost blew off of a balcony. And that alone is the reason why Kota Ibushi has
Bless his
made
heart.
this spot. He almost blew off of a fucking balcony, guys. And he was standing outside trying to take an Instagram video, and that's why he almost blew off to the balcony.
Well, that's just put him in line for a Darwin Award.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying, bless his heart, he deserves the number 2 spot because, well, yeah.
I bet there were people trying to get in touch with him today to see if he was okay.
Well, in the video, you can see him run back inside, so everybody knows.
And I'm sure there were people that were concerned.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I'm sure. Contact him.
I'm sure once that video came out, people were like, "Oh my God, are you dead?" But he is okay, ladies and gentlemen. He ran back inside after that big gust of wind came, and he almost flew off the balcony.
Or maybe he didn't have any signal.
Or he just didn't get the
answer
messages.
the phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Bad connection.
Very bad connection.
Cyclones and typhoons and hurricanes and tornadoes do that.
Oh my.
But yeah. So but he's okay, ladies and gentlemen. He's all right, and bless his heart, he did not blow off the balcony. And he survived. But I think he's learned a lesson this time.
You hope.
I hope. But this is the man who does get lost in airports, so,
Or so we hear.
Yeah. Bless him. He's just a sweet, lovable little man. And we love him, and we want him to have nice things. Jen, your number 2?
Let's see.
Or is it Mojo?
Well, no, not really. I'm gonna say no, I'm not gonna say him. That would be a dumb reason. Yeah. I do know. Cesaro, because he's getting treated like shit again.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still not drafted as of this moment.
No, he tweeted, not drafted.
I have a feeling that he's going to NXT.
I would love that.
I have a feeling.
I would love that. I'd be so excited.
Like, I feel like that's a better fit anyway. But somebody did mention, what if he's not drafted because his draft pick is not complete?
Oh, because he needs Cesaro.
Well,
Sheamus?
Shamey's coming back.
Could be.
We do
But
love Shamey.
But I want him to be by himself. I want him to have a chance by himself.
I say NXT. That's what I want. But
Yeah.
I would not be mad if it's Shamey and Cesaro because we do love them. And let me tell you guys, it's very homoerotic, those two. Even if they don't mean it, it is highly homoerotic.
It is.
It is. It's like, wow. Just wow. Literally, there's times where I'm like, huh. You know, if I didn't know the two of you had girlfriends, I would really wonder.
Doesn't mean they're not, just because they got girlfriends.
Well, that's true. They could be doing the thing.
They could.
Doing the deal.
I might pay to watch it.
Oh, girl, I'd watch it. I'd be like, oh, that's something. Maybe Shamey doesn't have to work because secret billionaire Cesaro is paying
That's
for
true.
him. Yeah.
It all come together.
He's the trophy wife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's a
Sheamus
trophy
will be
wife.
calling him daddy. I kind of enjoy that. It would be very interesting.
It would.
I mean, I'm not into gay porn, but I just think it'd be very interesting.
I mean, it would be like Sex in the City where they got the gay porn video and they're like, we just have to watch it. They're like, I don't want to watch it. No, we just have to see it. It'd be like that.
Yeah.
And it's not like sexual. It's like, you just have to see it.
interest.
It's interest. It's just like,
Inquiring minds want to know.
yeah. I mean, it's not sexual in any way. Like,
Mm-mm.
Like, honestly, yeah. Sometimes that, like, watching bad gay porn, like, is funny. It's like
That's
watching a
funny.
bad movie. And that's, like, not, like, it's not sexual whatsoever. It's like watching a bad movie.
Watching any porn can be funny. Any
Yeah.
bad porn.
And
can be
if you
funny.
watch bad porn, you just sit and laugh.
Like, somebody gets turned on by this.
I know. It's like they thought this was, like they thought. And then you go read the comments if it's on Pornhub, and you're like, what? You're like, really? What? No. All
We're
right.
watching the same thing.
Yeah, apparently not. Apparently we're not watching the same thing. All right. Nikki's number one, and it's never changing, but it's just a
Never changing?
never changing.
Huh.
It could change, but it's
Hmm.
no.
Who would I put as my number one this week?
You already chose your number one.
Was that my number one?
Samoa
That was
Joe.
my number two. Oh yeah. I was like, I thought he was my number two.
No, Samoa Joe.
Yes, Joe is number one.
And
He pisses me
now,
off so bad though. Oh my god, you should go. You don't have a title. Shut the fuck up. Like, you obviously haven't paid attention for the last 3 years.
you know what I want to say about that? You must be a Seth Rollins fan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Because guess what? Seth Rollins has a title and he don't deserve it.
He's not doing anything with it. That's for sure.
Yeah. What is he doing? He's just sitting there going like, hey, I got a title. Ha ha ha. That's all I'm hearing.
And yet people complain when Brock.
Right? Exactly. Exactly. You get people complaining about Brock. Like, Brock doesn't show up, but you know what? At least Brock doesn't walk around like looking like a freaking dick
all the time.
all the time. He's like Brock disappears sometimes. I mean, that's the bad part. Like, Seth gives me a better appreciation for Brock.
Yeah.
How sad is that? Like, I would rather watch Brock I'd rather watch Brock versus Goldberg than watch Seth with that title.
Yeah,
And that's bad. That's bad. And watch, like, what's Seth gonna do next week when Brock and Charlotte are picked over him? It's gonna be good. But they won't. No, Vince won't let that happen.
Probably not.
Vince won't, because guess what? Seth is his golden boy now, because Roman, Roman is his ex now. Obviously.
It's true.
Yeah. Something happened there, obviously. We don't know the tea yet, but Seth obviously replaced Roman there. The tea is hasn't been spilled, but it's there.
It's definitely a different dynamic.
It is. It's very interesting. Unless Roman said, "I don't want to be your champion anymore, Dad," and then Seth's like, "I'll do it." I love titles and money. I want food on my table.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Do you think it's awkward between him and Renee now?
Probably.
I
would think so.
I would hope. Like, Jesus, I would hope. Like, if it's not, oh, God. Like, oof. Like, honestly, if somebody said that about my husband, I'd be like, bitch. What have you done? Nobody would watch you if it wasn't for my husband. I would say that. But hey, Renee's probably a nicer person than I am. But she probably is. Like, I mean, duh. Okay. So last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gold Star winners. These are the people who deserve our love and support this week. And we get 2 of them because we didn't do it last week. Because we were busy. And these people deserve all of our love and support.
This is our own that list too.
Sure.
He's getting fucked over so bad.
Yeah.
You know who? No. I'm gonna put Ali.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna put Ali on that list.
Jen chooses Ali. I'm gonna go with somebody who made a big jump this week. And he was on your husband's list. Drew.
There you go.
Because nobody's talking about him. Even though he's made that big jump, nobody's still talking about him.
Nope.
No. Like, literally, it's like, oh, Drew's drafted number 2. And they're like, crickets.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So you know what? Drew, you deserve a gold star this week. And Ollie, you deserve one too.
He does.
So you know what? There you go.
You got a good promo on Twitter. You guys should go watch it.
Yes.
He's hustling himself, man. And he's like sending kids stuff. He made one kid a mask like his.
Yeah. And you know what? Back when it was back to school time, he was paying off, like, teachers would make those Amazon wish list, like, to try to get, like, other, like, those students' parents to, like, help him out. And Ollie would go and pick, like, he'd find them and pay off, like, all of it.
Him and somebody else was doing it. He got somebody else doing it too. I can't remember who it was.
He did a lot of them. That's the only reason why I remember.
But I can't remember. There was somebody else. I want to say Randy, but I don't think that's right.
No, it wasn't Randy.
I know it sounds unrealistic, but I want to say that it was.
I don't think it was Randy.
I can't remember. He got several other people to do it too, though.
But he did a lot of them.
He did.
He was doing the most of them. And then, like, he, like, sits there and sends stuff to kids, and, like, it's crazy.
Somebody said something to him the other day. Like, I don't remember what they even said. And, like, he just, like, offered something, like, without them even really even asking for anything. And I'm like, geez, dude, like, you're, like, the nicest person.
Yeah. And then people still send him shit. Like, they sit there and talk shit about him. And I'm like, how?
A bunch of racist shit.
Yeah. How? Like, and then also, he's over here just like, here's my wife's photography page. She takes such great photos. And I'm like, how pure is that? Like, she's sitting there just taking pictures. And I'm like, come on. He's just such a good person. How could you hate him? You just want to give him a big old hug.
He's very political. I'm trying to go through and find that stuff, and he's just retweeted a bunch of political stuff. He's very, very firm on his beliefs. He believes in things, and he's not ashamed of them. I was trying to find what I was thinking of, but he's retweeted so much stuff I can't. Boy, I'm glad I don't follow him. Jeez.
I do.
It's a lot of stuff. He's always doing really good things for people, though. I can't find what I'm thinking of, but.
Well, guys, today, The Miz took little Monroe Sky to the pumpkin patch.
Aw.
Yes. How nice is that? That is so
That's
nice.
adorable. I'm not a pumpkin patch, though.
I love the pumpkin patch. Believe me, I wish I had somebody to take me and go with me to the pumpkin patch, but nobody wants to go.
Why not?
Because everybody's like, why do you want to go to the pumpkin patch? You don't have a kid to take. I'm like, oh, wow.
That sounds like my life.
I know. And I'm like, I just want to go get a pumpkin. I'm sorry. They're like, go to the grocery store. I'm like, it's not the same. It's just not the same.
It's not.
It's just not the same. I just want to go have an experience. Jesus.
Take Dean with you. I know they have those signs that say no pets, but slap a service animal vest on him. He'll be fine.
Hey, that's fraudulent.
You can get them for anxiety, like apply on the internet.
I'll have to do it for Gabby because Dean has anxiety. So I feel like my service dog for anxiety having anxiety would probably be a bad thing.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I'll just take my big fat dog.
There you go. She would enjoy it.
You just hear, sorry, she can't breathe. She's very tired. She needs a break.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Well, guys, I think that brings us to the end of the road this week.
There's all this excitement for all this stuff to happen, and then it was like, not that exciting.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Though, I gotta say the most exciting part of my week was my reenactment of the Hell in a Cell finish with Bray just laying there for 6 minutes almost.
Yes.
And my mouse, and Jen saw it, my hand motion of the mousetrap with the ladder. I have hand motions.
You're very fancy over here.
I am very fancy. Yeah, we are nothing but professional.
Nope.
We are professional sports commentators.
Yeah, sure we are.
Who talk about dicks and fried chicken
And daddies.
and daddies and drag queens. But yeah. Anyway, guys, until next week, hopefully there's something better to watch. But if not, then like We'll still be here. Doing the same shit.
Oh, they announced WrestleMania tickets November 15th. I saw that. Just FYI to everybody.
I know. I was just thinking about that. Don't remind me. That means I have to like save up.
Yeah, we got time. They ain't gonna sell out anytime soon.
I know. We don't even know if we're gonna actually go sit inside WrestleMania or if we're gonna like just go to a bar.
We'll end up going. You know we will.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I wasn't
Not
going to.
good seats.
No, we'll just honestly, guys, we don't even ever try to do like good seats. We just
Who
get
cares?
seats. But they're still like expensive for where we sit. That's the problem.
Well, we didn't ever sit in nosebleeds exactly, but
oh well. We'll figure it out.
yeah. But November 15th, FYI.
That's what it usually is.
All right, we're gonna go because I'm tired. I need to go back to my nap now.
She's gonna go back to sleep, and I gotta edit this. And so we will talk later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.